Let's talk about Enoch. There is only one or two words to describe him best, and that is discipline or self-control. Enoch started serving God at 65 years old after his son Methuselah was born, Genesis 5:22. Enoch walked with God for 300 years and pleased him so well that God took him. He did not die but was translated right into heaven. How did he do this? How was it possible to have a life so pleasing to the Father that he walked right into heaven? Evidently, when his son was born, this clicked a desire in him to seek God. How was he able to serve God for 300 years? How did he resist the evil things in his day? How could he keep progressing in knowledge about God? He was marching forward toward heaven on a daily basis. The more Enoch advanced towards God, the more God unlocked knowledge about himself. The Lord was revealing himself more and more to Enoch. Enoch was no different than us today. He had to get up and go to work every day. He had responsibilities to take care of. He had burdens and troubles. He had weaknesses and shortcomings just like us. He had emotions and was susceptible to discouragement. But he also had joy. This joy came from his faith that was being built up daily. Self-control was something Enoch had a lot of. He probably woke up every morning and checked his feelings for God and made sure it was okay. If it was not, he corrected it right then. He did not have a Bible back then. I don't think there was anything written about God then. Was Enoch tempted just like us? Absolutely. If he was just as human as us, how did he walk right into heaven? He disciplined himself on a daily basis. Satan was alive and well when Enoch was living. Don't think for one moment that it was easy back in his day. He faced everything we have to go through today. Technology might be different, but human nature has not changed. He had problems to solve, relationships to mend, and maybe some bad habits to deal with. Let's not forget, he was 65 years old before he started to seek God, so there was a life of sin for several decades prior. Enoch exercised self-control and discipline daily. He did not give up when he failed. He did not quit when things got rough. He did not throw his hands up and get mad at God when everything seemed to go wrong. He kept advancing and learning about the Father in heaven. He disciplined his mind to plow through negative thoughts and discouragement and to keep moving forward. At the same time he was doing these things, his faith was growing. For 300 years, he was pressing toward heaven in his thinking until God saw enough faith that he just took him from the earth. Enoch made an eternal decision. He was going to seek God forever. This is very important to know. What we choose to believe in now will have eternal consequences. When we decide to either accept Jesus into our lives or reject him, we are making an eternal decision. This is why hell is so bad. It is a place of God's wrath. It's eternal wrath abiding on people's eternal rejection of him. John 3:36. In Hebrews 11:5, it says that he was not found. His family and friends were looking for him and could not locate him. They missed him dearly. Even though Enoch was moving far ahead of his family in faith, they still loved him. He was a great example of what we need to do today. Nothing stopped him from seeking the Lord. Was he perfect and sinless? No, he wasn't. But he used self-control and disciplined himself to keep his desire for God fresh and new daily. He did not allow obstacles to stop him. If there was something he did not understand, he would not accuse God falsely, but would pray and seek an answer. How I need what he had that led to his abundant faith. There isn't much said in Scripture concerning Enoch, but God gave us enough to ponder.